So, in yesterday class, we discuss about induction takes place in conducting bodies. Induction takes place in conducting bodies. In today's class, we discussed about induction takes place in non-conducting bodies. What are the differences between conducting bodies and non-conducting bodies? In conducting bodies, there are free electrons. These electrons are free to move. But in the case of non-conducting bodies, electrons are bound to the atoms. These are unable to move freely. Here what happens, this is a positive charge. This positive charge is brought near to the atom of non-conducting body. Then what happens? This electron cloud is attracted by this positive charge, so that the shape of the atom gets distorted. So this positive charge is repelled by this positive charge. Now the shape of the atoms looks like this. In this case, the atom behaves like a dipole. But the major difference is here, in the case of conducting bodies, the magnitude of induced negative charge is equal to magnitude of positive charge. But in the case of non-conducting bodies, the magnitude of induced charge is not equal to magnitude of positive charge. So that is the differences between induction in a conducting bodies and non-conducting bodies. So based on the induction concept, we are going to discuss one problem. See that problem? You are given two metal spheres touching each other. How do you change these spheres? One is positive and one is negative. This is the question. This question can be solved by using the concept of induction. Here, these are the two metal spheres, conducting spheres. They are mounted with insulating stands. Now, our aim is we make first sphere charged body, second sphere as a charged body. For that, what we do? Let a positively charged body is brought near to the two spheres. We know that what happens by the process of induction, all the negative charge in two spheres accumulated at this end, and all the positive charge accumulated at this end. This is what we know as induction. Now, remove this positively charged body and separate these two spheres at certain distance. Then what happens? The negative charge accumulated here distributed uniformly over the surface of the first sphere. The positive charge accumulated here distributed uniformly over the surface of the second sphere. In this way, we can convert these metallic spheres into two charged bodies. One is positive and another is negative. This is the process of induction. Another problem based on the concept of induction. Here, in this problem, what they given? The conductor shown in figure, this is a conductor, carries a charge plus 3 nanocoulombs, plus 3 nanocoulombs, plus 3 nanocoulombs. The charge within the cavity, that means in this conductor there is a cavity, this is a cavity. within the cavity. Insulated from the conductor is minus 5 nanocoulombs. So, how much charge is present within the cavity? Minus 5 nanocoulombs. Here the question is, how much charge is on inner and outer surface of the conductor? Inner and outer surface of the conductor. So, this is the inner surface and this is the outer surface of the conductor. That means what? In the presence of minus 5 nanocoulombs in the cavity, how much charge present in the inner surface and outer surface of the conductor. So, this question easily solved by the concept of induction. So, here minus 5 nanocoulombs is present due to the induction process. What is the charge induced here? Plus 5 nanocoulombs. Plus 5 nanocoulombs. Equal and opposite charges. Okay, inner surface. On the inner surface, plus 5 nanocoulombs charge is induced. Tell me, what is the charge induced on the outer surface? Minus 5 nanocoulombs. Minus 5 nanocoulombs. Minus 5 nanocoulombs. Minus 5 nanocoulombs charge is induced due to this plus 5 nanocoulombs. So, what is the total charge present on the outer surface of the conductor? Minus 5 nanocoulombs plus 3 nanocoulombs is equal to how much? Minus 2 nanocoulombs. This is our answer.